Hey yo. So apparently the sequel, or not a sequel, more like season 2 of Gamergate is happening. People are calling it Gamergate 2. And I thought I'd chip in to the whole thing. I'm assuming people might be wondering what it is or what's happening or yada yada yada. Or you might not even heard of it. You're in for a entertaining ride at least. So I thought I'd make this video calling it basically like what's Gamergate 2, like what's happening, and provide a reasonable look on it. So where to begin? Gamergate. This happened back in 2015, 14, somewhere along those lines, I think. Regardless of when it happened. So like what is it and why did it happen? Well, they simply put, and I'm removing all the noise. Simply put, there was a game developer that made a game, and then there is a games journalist that, you know, does game journalist stuff, reviews games, opinion pieces, whatever. And this game developer supposedly slept with this game journalist, and this game journalist provided a good review for this game, when in actuality this game might not have been good. So people were exposing this specifically on the idea of exposing game journalist corruption, or like corruption in the gaming industry and the sector of game journalists. That's about it. What happened next, where like everyone went crazy, blah blah blah, as these corrupt journalists and their buddies and like all of the corrupt people and their friends, whatever, in the industry, like grouped up together and started basically attacking those who exposed them and their friends. And you know, that's when like, oh, you're bad people, no, you're bad people, blah blah blah. That's about it. What resulted is there being a war between pro Gamergate people and anti Gamergate people, where, you know, the pro Gamergaters are saying Gamergate is about exposing corruption in game journalists, which it was actually about, and the anti Gamergate people are saying no, that's not the case. They're just, you know, people hating on the women, hating on just attacking people, blah blah blah. Were there people attacking on both sides? Yes, but I'm removing those because those are just noise. So and just people exposing corruption in the games industry, and the corrupt people are attacking said exposers. That's about it. That's the whole gist of Gamergate. Now, what's happening with the supposed Gamergate 2 right now? So yeah, that's happened years later, I think 10 years later now. And what was the trigger this time? In the first one, we had game developers sleeping with game journalists supposedly and providing a non-authentic review. The trigger this time is it's like, this is all of build-up, by the way, it's not just like one thing. The trigger this time is a game consultation company providing woke consultation to game companies, and these game companies are listening to their advice and injecting woke ideology, I guess, in their game. And these woke ideologies, from what you can see actually, and like I guess in games or in the gaming industry, the gaming space, people don't like them. But that's not the trigger. This is just like a build-up. So what happened is there's a Steam group that created, well, somebody created a Steam group showing basically all the games that had consultation provided to them by these companies. One in particular, but other consultation companies would be added as time moves on. And this is just a list showing, okay, company A provided consultation with company B. Do we recommend it? No. That's the whole list. And then this consultation company started telling people to harass that list, to telling Steam to telling these people to ban, to censor this list, basically to remove that list from existing, and to ban the creator of this account. And everyone started knowing about this, and they're starting defending them. And ultimately, the Steam group list wasn't deleted, and the creator didn't get banned. Hell, Gabe. And whatchamacallit. And yeah, that was actually the trigger. So like this list, then about a game company, a game consultation company, and then that said company, its members, staff, employees, CEO, blah blah blah, started attacking this group and this list and individual. And that's where everyone started calling this like Gamergate 2, or like the second season or whatever. And yeah, that's the gist of it. But yeah, this is all just it's the same cycle, but like different the different contents a bit, basically, but it's still the same thing. Gamers just showcasing things they don't like, and then those that are providing said thing that they don't like are attacking them. It's just like a different flavor this time around. And this list is basically similar to what I've made previously, something called like the woke discount calculator. It's not attacking anyone, it's just providing a tool, a service, a useful thing for gamers to have with them, I guess, to help them with their purchasing decision. So in the list, a game gets released, they see that woke consultation companies provided consultation for the said game, then the customer would then think, okay, I'll wait on the game, maybe I'll get it on a discount, I'll wait for reviews, I'm not gonna buy the game, etc. Same with what the thing I made regarding the woke discount calculator. This game has woke elements, okay, tick tick tick, I'll wait for this discount. That's about it. So what's so that's Gamergate 1, I guess, or just Gamergate, and then now Gamergate 2, as they're calling it. So what's the reasonable, how do I say this? Reasonable look on this? Without all the silly stuff, without the noise, without what would a normal, quote normal person would say about this. Instead of explaining what the reasonable thought process is, I'll just give a quote. Not quoting anyone, I'm just providing I'll embody a person, just a normal person, let's say, quote normal, that's reacting to something, and hopefully that'll deliver the reasonable take on this whole situation, on Gamergate 1 and 2, I guess. Oh, this site / journalist isn't providing authentic game reviews. Well, that sucks. Guess I'll just read from a different site or watch some YouTuber. Oh, people are getting harassed. That sucks. I hope the harassers get stopped. Yeah, that's about it. Regarding what would a normie person would say about, about Gamergate 2 would be, I've been noticing games lately are kind of bad, and they have kind of weird stories and like annoying characters to them. And some, old game remakes have, how do I say this, changed what was originally there. In fact, making them sometimes even worse. I kind of just wanna, play good games without these weird things. What? There's a curator group that helps me detect these weird things. Hell yeah, I'm gonna follow them. That's useful. Don't want to waste my money. And my time as well. Huh? People are being harassed. That sucks. Hope the harassers get what they deserve, or, get stopped or whatever. And scene. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's the actual reasonable take on this whole thing. You don't have to take groups, you don't have to take sides, you just... game sucks, they're censoring, they're removing stuff you like, they're adding stuff you don't like, just don't buy the game, or like buy it at a discount. Like, that's the actual reasonable take on this whole thing. And if, if a site sucks and they're corrupt or whatever, the person will say, if they like knew about it, they'd be like, okay. In that case, that sucks. I'm just gonna read from the site then. Or like watch this YouTuber or streamer. That's the actual reasonable take on this whole thing. And like what the people actually want. And also keep in mind, by the way, that, Gamergate and Gamergate 2, more so on the Gamergate 2 part, it's all just for like clicks and making drama and like, trying to recreate the power struggles of the past. Just ignore these are just buzzwords basically at this point. So just, I guess, ignore the noise and just look at what the actual issue is. And what is what I just mentioned throughout this whole video, I guess. And actually, and if I want to just down, like the absolute gist of this whole thing, Gamergate 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, I don't care. The actual gist of this whole thing is the following. Gamers just want to game and have fun, playing good games. That's it. Hope you found this video enjoyable and informative, I guess. And this is for me as well, in terms of like if somebody asks like what's Gamergate 2, I'll just give them this video, and I wouldn't have to repeat myself, I guess. And yeah, and regardless of all any of this, by the way, for me this is entertaining as shit. And hopefully you find it entertaining as well. And yeah, that's it. See ya. Bye bye.